Hello, good evening. My name is Nana. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Yes, my name is Ngân Hà.
And can you tell me where you're from?
Yes, I'm from Hanoi, Vietnam.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, in the first part, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. So, to begin with, how do you plan your time in a day?
Yes, in a day. I think that is too hard for me to manage my time because my time is so flexible and I always change my schedule every day. And basically, I can say that in the morning I will wake up and do some personal activities like doing exercise or have breakfast with the families, and in the and after that I will study until the evenings, and maybe I will have some break time with my friends. I will like have dinners or take a nap, and yes, at the end of the day I will like watch movies after before sleeping to like recharge my energy.
Okay. Is it easy to manage time?
I think it's not easy for me because, yes, as I mentioned, my time is so flexible, and yes, I need to change and to plan again it every day. For that reason, I think that yes, it is so difficult for me to plan and to manage my time.
Okay. Do you think it's useful to plan your time?
Yes, maybe of course. I think that it is really essential for us to plan our time because we need to be restricted and like have our own schedule if you need to if we need to successful or like successfully do something, and for that reason I think that we should like take note or have a schedule like in 1 week or 1 month before starting a project or some activities too.
Okay. What is the biggest difficulty you have when managing time?
Yes, I think it's that I have many activities and work, and moreover, my work and like my study time is so flexible. I mentioned that I need to like control it and like balance my day. That I need to study and do exercise and relax, and maybe I need to spend time for my friends and my family too. Yeah.
Okay. Now, now I'm going to give you the topic, and so now we're moving on to part two,
Yes.
and I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about it for between 1 and 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about it,
Yes.
to think about your answer. You can make some notes if you wish. All right.
Yes. It is
Now
my.
remember, you have two
Mhm.
minutes to speak. So don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when your time is up.
Yeah.
Now it says describe an interesting discussion that you had with your friends. You should say who you spoke with, where you were, what the conversation was about, and explain why you think it was interesting.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Okay, can you start speaking now, please?
Yes. Um. Yes. In my life, and especially in my academic life, I have I had many interesting discussion. However, like the most impressive one for me is the discussion, the chat between me and my best friend, Honey. Yes, if memory serves me right, it happened before we took the entrance examination, and it was in my school after studying. And at that time, I tell her about my pressures and my wishes and maybe my difficulties too in my like in the process of reveal the examination. I tell her that I lose the motivation and I have many difficulties in learning by heart or some like expand my horizons and my abilities in the test. And she gave me many advice and she like she cheered and gave me many effort to try. I think that it is not only a like it is not it was not only an interesting discussion. It is, but also it is like a really helpful, and yes, it it helped us like strengthen our bonds and help me have more motivation to after 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 the discussion. I had more effort and have more discussion, and moreover I have more reasons to try it and to follow my dreams. And she's my best friend for that reason. I like i got her very quickly, and maybe she's like the people that helped me the most in my academic life. With her advice, I can like I can pass my dream school and I can be a better version of myself.
Okay, good. How could education be more intuitive for children in your country?
In my countries, I think today's education is more intuitive for children. For example, in recent days, government told us that like the fees, the tuitions of students from the grade 1 to grade 12 is free, and they can like easily gain knowledge and go to school, especially for unprivileged background students. Yes, and moreover they have many like projects and like some activities for them to improve up to improve themselves, especially some volunteers activities like the the students in more privileged backgrounds will help the students in lower in like in unprivileged backgrounds to help them like can have more conditions to gain knowledge and to
Okay.
yeah expand horizons.
Do you think children are taught to have the same ideas as their parents? Do you think
Hmm.
children are taught to have the same ideas as their parents?
Maybe yes, because because like it is said that the children is the mirror of the parents, and when we see how the children treat and how they show themselves, we can see who their parents are, and like how how are their parents, like if they are a good patients or a bad one. For that reason, I think that children is really like a copies or maybe some like a mirror of their parents, and they often no maybe they always show us how are the parents.
Okay, what are the benefits when children have their own ideas or opinion? What are the benefits when children have their own ideas or opinions?
Yes, um to my mind there are many advantages when children have their own opinions, especially in some families or in some like their own stories. For example, in a time they need to choose their dream school and or the school their education system they will follow in the future, they need to have their own perspective to like they need to understand themselves, not to follow their parents' dream. And I think that it can help them have better directions in the futures and have like the most suitable weight in their life.
In what industries do you think communication is a necessary skill?
According to my experience, there are many industries that communication skill is really vital. I think it is education, marketing, and like psychology. First one in the education, the children need, the the teacher need to have good communication skills to talk and to give advice to their children. And in the marketing, the promoters need to have good storytelling skills to attract the customers. And the last one in this psychology, the like the therapist needs to have good like have to have good thinkings and diversities in problem solving to know how to treat and know how to help the patients be better.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you for coming. That's it for today.
Yes,
Goodbye.
goodbye.